she said that basically, right, a lot of black women in the 80s and the 90s, a lot of them used to go in the Arab stores and get just basically to get food. They were suck on their rocks, so to speak. The black women were suck on their rocks.
The what?
Like back in the 80s, right, the mid 80s, I would say, the mid 80s, what these black women used to do, right? The Arabs would have these black women come in the Arab stores and suck on their snub. You know what I'm talking about? Just for ham sandwiches.
Where in this country?
In this country, yeah.
All right.
And in the States, it's like the brothers say.
And then knowledge come from your man, I would tell you. But what I'm saying, we don't know nothing about them sort of thing.
They don't respect.
But let me tell you something.
But then you gonna know.
Listen, my friend. We don't stand up, my friend. Listen to no man. My friend, none of my teachers are Arabs. They're from Jamaica. All of my teachers are from Jamaica.
That is coming from.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. I live in America. Listen, my brother. I live in America. I didn't go to church. I go neither school. I'm in the street. So, and I know over 48 states. You with me? Let me tell you about Arabs. Arabs don't open shops. Only. Arabs only. Where? Arabs don't open corner shops, my brother.
Know what we're talking about?
Name me one corner shop open by an Arabs here in Bristol. Name me one.
Even the Arabs in Saudi Arabia, they prostitute the Arab
No. Specifically, my friend. Look. Specifically.
There's documentaries on it. Where do you think we got this from, man? There's documentaries
my
on
friend,
it.
My friend, listen, put that down. May God curse these Arabs. You know, let me tell you something better than we don't know. Yeah? In the Holy Quran, the Kitab of Allah, it says, yeah, and ask any Arab, yeah, that Arab is the worst of mankind. Did you know that this was in the Quran? Do you know? It says Arab is the worst of mankind. Why? Why did it say it's in the book? In the Quran, it said it.
Their book.
In their book. It says Arab is the worst of mankind. You with me? Why did it say this? Because the truth come to the Arabs in their language, in the best of language. Yeah? And when the truth comes to these people, they didn't take it. So it's the difference between Arabs and Muslims. You follow me? So these are the things that we have to know.
Who's Muhammad? Muhammad was an Ishmaelite.
Listen.
He wasn't one of us, man.
Listen.
So why do you quote this man on high like he's your savior?
Listen. Muhammad is that.
Muhammad's going to be picking corn in the kingdom, man.
Listen.
He's going to be picking.
My friend, slow down. Because I share something with you that you didn't know a while ago, and you come with an embarrassing statement again. Wait, you understand what I'm saying? Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad, he was from the Quraysh tribe. He's from the Quraysh tribe. You see what I'm saying? You with me? He was physically, he wasn't reading. He's only read those things that was revealed to him. He was illiterate. You understand? That only revealed to him by God Almighty. Not only Muhammad called himself a prophet. It's the people. It's the people who call him.
Many times.
How about when the Bible started in Isaiah said the burden up on the raven?
You weren't talking about Muhammad. Muhammad is not in the Bible.
So trust me. Who's the burden up on the raven?
But we're talking about what is scripture?
The burden up on the raven.
There's no burn on the raven. No burn on the raven. No, you can give you the Bible and you're not going to find it.
Isaiah 22.
You got to go get Isaiah 22. You have to understand is that all the prophets were all Israelites. Muhammad was the only Ishmaelite. How does that make sense? What's so special about Ishmael?
Christ already warned the Jews. Christ already warned the Jews that the kingdom will take from them. But they didn't deserve it. Christ said it. He said when the salt loses its flavor,
Shut the shame.
drop on the ground.
He said that, yeah. But he never said that about taking the kingdom from
Yeah, man. He said it will be taken from them.
Then the Most High promised that the kingdom would come to Israel, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Conditional. There's condition. I think we can't just Abraham.
There was conditional. It said if you don't follow the laws, then you will suffer the curses.
Yeah. So this
But then we'll be adopted back. That's why the Lord came.
That was the purpose of his coming. This is why to die is the sacrifice. This is why. You see, the man believed just like the Christian man, and he's not. That's what
The Most High made a promise. The Most High, no, he didn't. The promise was for everyone, man. You're not listening.
He's back onto everyone again.
You're back onto everyone again. Go back to this church stuff.
That you are telling me.
This is not about everyone. No, this is not for everyone.
So
The
Jesus
church
died
is for
on the
everyone. He
cross
died for these
save
people.
us and for our sin. Not the same thing the
No,
Christians say, my
he
brother.
died for us, the Israelites. We just proved it.
That's
He didn't
fine.
die for everyone on the earth. Everyone around the earth is going into slavery. They're going into slavery. All the nations, them are going into slavery underneath us. We're going to rule the everlasting kingdom.
So you're going to slave the people. The Israelites going to save the people.
We're going to enslave them. When we get delivered,
Isaiah, my friend, slavery is a good thing.
Isaiah 21, isn't it?
Yeah, burden up in Arabia. I'm sure it's
that's what
you don't find it. I haven't got my Bible. You see? Wait there. You find it?
No, he's speaking right now, so I'm there. It's order, man. It's the order.
Slavery brings order. Otherwise, it's confusion. Everyone's arguing. When you whoop your enemy, bust him upside the head, teach him his place, that brings order. It is order.
They did bring order.
He still wants that Isaiah 21.
My friend, do you not know about the Maroons?
Maroons.
You heard of them. Do you know anything about the Maroons? Elaborate.
Like, well, really, this is what I know from the Maroons. The Maroons, right? They're the Indians, am I correct?
Hey, what?
They're the Indians. The Indians that was in Jamaica at the time.
No. What background are you from?
What background am I from? Well, I'm originally from the States.
No, your mother.
Oh, my mom. Well, my mother's she's West Indian.
Your father's from.
Well, basically my father, he comes from America, so on and so forth. But we have to understand is
Your mom?
and my mom's from Jamaica. But we have to understand, right, is that listen.
My father's Nigerian, my mother's Jamaican.
Listen, because the thing of it is, we have to understand. You have to understand, right? Is that your nationality comes from your father, not your mother. Why is that? Because the father holds the seat.
No problem.
So it's not. It has nothing to do with your mom's side.
No. Why?
The lineage doesn't speak
No.
about
I just. Why ask this? You don't make no difference where you're from to me. You understand? What I want to know is because of the information that I asked, the question I asked you. You're with me. You understand? It's good to know. Especially the roots where your mom, where the tree is from. Yeah, where the root is from. That's where the tree is from. You understand?
But the thing of it, that's true. Yeah, all right. But what you have to understand is the seed. So check this out. I let you speak. Check this out, right? Let's say you got 2 apple seeds, right? You got basically you planted 1 apple seed in Great Britain, and you planted 1 apple seed in Japan.
Yeah.
Because of the 2 environments, they're gonna look different. Because it's the 2 environments, but they're the same kind. You see what I'm saying? So it's all based on the seed.
There's certain seed based on the latitude, you're unable to grow certain places.
See that again?
Because of the different latitude, where the sun below sea level, high sea level, certain seeds, you can take a seed from Japan to grow it in Brixton because it won't grow because of the latitude. You with me? What happens with latitude? Yeah? Sometimes higher sea level is to low sea level. Why England is so cold? Because we are far away from the sun. We left them. So the country that is more tropical in latitude, they are more closer to the sun. So when you plant in agricultural science, when you plant in a crop, you with me? Take for Jamaica, the Blue Mountain coffee, you cannot just plant it anywhere in Jamaica. It has to be grown under certain latitude to be Blue Mountain coffee. So when the scientists they test that coffee, this is what I'm saying. Now, for certain type of avocado you want, you with me? You wouldn't get that breed that grows in Portland, grow in Sentence, because it is not different of latitude. You understand?
It's the same kind. Yeah, I understand.
Yes. What you say, comrade?
It's all about the seed.
So it's all about.
A woman is like an incubator.
But what I'm saying to you, in science, you can't take the seed as an evidence most of the time because certain times the seed won't grow. You with me? You understand? The seed won't grow in certain places. You with me? It's not every seed grow everywhere in Jamaica. It's not every seed grows everywhere.
You're trying to make it complicated. When it's coming, it's bringing the simple. It comes from the seed.
But my friend,
the man brings life.
Yeah.
You was a tadpole inside your father's testicles long before you reached your mother.
but as an Israelite, yeah, and as a man that we come up in the melting pot here from look on the mix. American background, Jamaican background, Nigerian background, Russian background, Cuba background, and we all in the mix here.
I know, but
You with me? So now, these knowledge from whatever background that we came from, we have to understand them in it. Because we are here selling our knowledge now. You with me? My children goes and mix with the different people in school. Daddy, how this man looks so? Why he come with the tie head? Why he has to go to eat? Why he has to do these things? You see what I'm saying? You with me? These children, you as a child now. Oh, daddy, I go and a man tell me that I'm a maroon. How I become a maroon? You have to know why he's a maroon. You with me? You understand? Why is a Mandingo? Why is these things? We have to understand these basic knowledge. Not in depth because we are not scholars. We are striving for knowledge. And
We're trying to find truth because we've been speaking words of truth to you.
Yeah, but
You can't really falsify anything.
nothing. But I'm not falsifying.
But
I'm giving you.
But
when I ask of you,
No, we've been trying to find
that portray this blackness that you want, are not necessarily blackness, but that Israelites, the separation with me. We have to know where we're coming from. Because if
his
we
problem
don't know,
is that because the thing of it, you know what your problem is? Your problem is that because you know the sign that the brother showed you, yeah? It's got all these dark nations in it. All these dark nations. So you're looking at it like this, you're looking at it from where basically all dark nations are the same, but every nation's different. Like the Africans, the native Africans that live in Africa today, they're Hamites. They're not one of us. The Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, the Negroes in America, Jamaica, and the Haitians.
Some of them in the
They're
West Coast.
Shemitic, and some of them in the west coast of Africa as well. But these are Shemitic because what you have to understand, in the beginning of time, right, everybody was dark skinned. There was no such thing as so-called white people at the time. So therefore, yeah, there were different dark races of people, but they were different nations. They were different nations.
But listen, I understand that, my brother. But these terms, people were one, my brother. One nation.
I know, but the Most High chose one
Moja, one. You understand? So what you're talking about? Both
nations were never
different nation. You with me? You understand? Because the how you determine the nation. Necessarily, some of it comes from the biblical terms. You call some Hebrews, you call some Gentiles, you call some Israelites, you call some these things. You see what I'm saying? You with me? But at the same time,
You describe a nation by like if a man was called Canaan, his descendants would be called Canaanites after the forefather Canaan. And so Jacob became Israel. So his children became Israelites. You understand?
but
Hamites, because of who the forefather is. That's how we know.
But listen, when you put all of these things together, all of these different tribes and the nations together, we are still come down to be what? This one.
Why do you keep saying one?
Yeah, we are. What you mean? We are one. We're different. When you bring because God Almighty who created all of these people for only one purpose. One purpose.
But you keep.
Why is it racism? Because people have envy. Because of ages and sin.
They're supposed to be like that. Even the Most High is a racist, man.
Who's your Most High?
The Most High is the Heavenly Father, the one whom people.
You make him racist.
No, he is a racist. Read the Bible. He's a racist, man. He's only for one people.
You ever hear
He's not
anything
for all
stupid
people,
like this, my
man.
friend?
Have
you ever heard anything? Have you ever heard anything dumb like this, my friend?
Do you know what racist even means? You know the
You
word.
ever hear anything dumb like this?
Come. What's his name?
I don't know his name. Hey, yo,
Come. The word racist. People think racist means hating other people. The word racist means for your own people.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
My friend.
God is only for one people. So
God
what
is
is he?
for
What is
all
he? He's a
mankind, man.
racist. He's
Stop
a
talking,
racist.
man. God is for all mankind.
No, he isn't, man.
But that's the Hebrew ideology.
Yeah.
The God of Abraham.
This is
Not the God
Deuteronomy.
of other nations.
Yeah.
So this is nationalism.
That's it.
But hates and love.
That's
Romans then.
The God of
Romans
Moses,
yeah.
but nobody else. And the God of
Don't you believe that God